Is that sufficient? Good? All right, I will take discussion or a motion regarding the minutes from our November 4th meeting.
I move we approve the minutes.
All right, we have a motion to approve
I'll second that.
and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, we'll consider those. Thank you, Michelle, for the minutes as well,
Absolutely.
as always. All right, so new business. We have 6 on the agenda. First up,
7.
front and back.
Yep.
Gets me every time, every time. All right. 7. So let's start with 2024-26 SUV. This is Kickapoo Estates final plat. And we'll start with a staff report first.
So this subject property is owned by Insight Development LLC with the plat prepared by Atlas Family Consulting. Applicant is requesting the plat in order to combine the 3 existing lots for potential future development. All lots are zoned R16, high density, single family residential, and are currently vacant. Property is within the North Neighborhood Overlay District, which allows for development of multi-family homes within the single family zoning district. The proposed plat creates 1 lot of 8,888 square feet and complies with all applicable standards of the development regulations. The properties were previously owned by the city and were recently purchased by Insight Development.
All right. And the staff recommendation for this was recommended to approve. Were there any community reports from the notifications? Okay.
No.
All right. So I will open it up to discussion or anything else as your heart's desire regarding this. No? Okay. So we will open a public hearing. Do we have that?
No.
Nope.
You don't have to-
None. Okay.
Not for the plats.
Not for the plats. All right.
Just need a motion.
I make a motion that we approve the plat as presented.
All right, we have a motion to approve the plat as presented.
I second that.
That is seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, that's unanimous. Thank you. All right, item 2. This is 2024-28 SUP for 724 Potawatomi. This will be a public hearing. And we will have a staff report.
Alright, so your next 6 items, I believe, are all the same applicant and all basically right next to each other, so.
Okay.
Keep that in mind as we discuss these, that we're all, while they're all technically individual applications, they are the same applicant and kind of the same project.
Thank you.
Let me skip to the second one here. Okay. So the applicant, who is present tonight, DePaul USA Inc., is requesting a special use permit to allow a 2-family dwelling in the R16 zoning district located at 724 Potawatomi. 2-family dwellings are allowed in the R16 zoning district with the approval of a special use permit. The property is currently vacant but was previously occupied by a 4-plex dwelling which was demolished in 2014. DePaul USA applied for and received a special use permit in 2023 to construct a similar 2-family dwelling at the neighboring property, 728 Potawatomi. That structure was recently completed and is in use. The proposed 2-family dwelling at 724 will be nearly identical. So as you're all aware, you can recommend issuance of a special use permit wherever you find that the proposed special use complies with all applicable provisions of this ordinance, that the proposed special use at the specified location will contribute to and promote the economic development, welfare, or convenience of the public, that the special use will not cause substantial injury to the value of other property in the neighborhood in which it is located, the location and size of the special use, the nature and intensity of the operation involved or conducted in connection with it, and the location of the site with respect to streets giving access to it, are such that the special use will not dominate the immediate neighborhood so as to prevent development and use of neighboring property in accordance with the applicable zoning district regulations. From here on forward, I will refer to those as the 4 requirements because we're going to do that several times. to save my voice in your ears. Staff did review this particular application for those 4 requirements and feels that it met all 4 requirements, and you can review our staff report for more information.
All right, and no comments or inquiries were received, correct?
Correct.
All right, so I will open it up for initial discussion between the commissioners. If anybody has any discussion points before we open the public hearing? No? All right, let's open the public hearing now. Do we have the applicant here?
Yes.
Hello. If you'll just come up to the microphone here, just state your name and your address.
My name is Sister Amy Wilcott, and I live at 521 Pleasant Avenue,
Okay,
Leavenworth.
all right. Do you want to just give us a little bit of background? We have all of this information, but just a summary of what we're doing here, what we're looking at here.
Sure. For each of the upcoming 4, at 728 Potawatomi, there is already a duplex that we have built. They are single bedroom, like 900 square feet total duplex. Our program is to help folks because find attainable housing here in Leavenworth, which is a challenge. And so this way we work with the folks who are in those homes, and with an agreement that we have with the city of Leavenworth, we're able to kind of beautify the city, the blocks, the yards, the neighborhoods where we are, and also kind of help the folks who are in the houses continue to contribute to the Leavenworth city and economy.
All right. Perfect.
One more thing
Yes,
that
ma'am.
I just thought
Please.
of, the whole idea around these. So we received a grant from the state of Kansas Housing Resource, to build 4 duplexes. And our idea is the sense of community is important for all of us, and so we plan to have those in close proximity to one another, and the houses that we currently have for the sense of community.
Okay, great. Thank you, sister. All right, any questions from the commissioners for the applicant?
These are 900 square, what'd you say, how many square feet?
Each of them is like 425,
So
so total.
850, 900, okay.
All right. Do we have anybody from the public that wishes to make a statement, comment regarding this? All right. We'll close the public hearing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll open it back up to our commissioners for discussion or entertain any motions that you may have.
I'll make a motion that we approve.
We have a motion to approve as presented, the special use permit.
Let me ask a question. Is that just for all of them? Or one at a time?
One at a
How-
time.
yeah, good
Yep,
one.
this is just for the first one at 724 Potawatomi.
Okay.
I second that. Be
Okay.
approved.
We have a motion to approve and a second. We'll take a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That is unanimous. Okay, moving on, 2024-29 SUP. This is for 724 Osage, which will be a public hearing. Let's hear from the staff report, please.
So again, same applicant, same area, this one 724 Osage. It is again, R16 zoning, they're requesting to construct a 2-family dwelling, which is allowed with a special use permit. Property is currently vacant, but was previously occupied by a single-family dwelling, which was demolished in 2002. And again, staff reviewed the 4 findings and found them to be compliant, and you can refer to our staff report for more information there. And we did not receive any comments or inquiries from the public.
All right. Thank you for that. I'll open it up briefly for any discussion amongst the commissioners. Hearing none. I'll open the public hearing, but is there anyone other than the fine sister to enter in? No, so we'll go ahead and close that as fast as we opened it. And I'll bring it back to the commission to entertain a motion or discussion.
I'll make a motion that we approve the special use permit as presented.
All right, we have a motion to approve as presented.
I'll second it.
And I have a second. You guys can fight over it, but I think she got it. All right, we'll take a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we are on a hot streak. Look at us. We are going. All right, let's move on to the next one. 2024-31. This is REZ. This is for 701 Potawatomi. And so this is rezoning from OBD to R16 high density. Let's have staff report, please.
So this one, again, same applicant, same project, but since it's a different zoning, requires a little bit different approach, but the proposed project is the same as the previous. They are requesting DePaul is requesting a rezoning of the property at 701 Potawatomi from Office Business District to R16 High Density Single Family Residential District. Current property is vacant. The applicant is requesting the rezoning in order to construct a two-family dwelling. They are not currently allowed by right or with a special use permit in the Office Business District. Excuse me. The rezoning and accompanying special use permit are requested in lieu of a request to rezoning the property to a residential multifamily district in which a two-family dwelling would be allowed. And this is done to avoid spot zoning and maintain consistency with existing zoning patterns. So in other words, to make it more compatible with the zoning around it. Again, they applied for special use permit in 2023 and 728 and constructed a similar two-family dwelling. There are different characters of determination here for rezoning that we haven't yet discussed, so I'll read through those quickly. Planning Commission and City Commission shall consider the following factors: the character of the neighborhood, the zoning and use of properties nearby, the suitability of the subject property for the uses to which it has been restricted, the extent to which removal of the restrictions will detrimentally affect nearby property, the length of time the subject property has remained vacant as zoned, the relative gain to economic development, public health, safety, and welfare by the reduction of the value of the landowner's property as compared to the hardship imposed by such reduction upon the individual landowner, recommendations of permanent or professional staff, the conformance of the requested change to the adopted or recognized comprehensive land use plan being utilized by the city, such other factors as may be relevant to a particular proposed amendment. Factors considered in taking action on any proposed amendment shall be included in the minutes or otherwise be made a part of the written record. Staff has again reviewed all of these and found the applicant to either be in compliance or to meet the requirements as needed. Staff does recommend approval of the rezoning request. Again, we did, as public notices are required, sent notices to property owners within 200 feet, and we did not receive comments or concerns.
Okay, thank you. I'll open it up for discussion amongst the commissioners or any questions for the staff.
I have a question, and it's information. The I-1 property, when we did that, which was June's old place, and we made it into something special use for, was that some sort of veterans thing that we did out there? Can you remember that, Michelle? I'm old, so I don't remember the whole.
Stripes Global.
Yeah. And was that, so were we supposed to do something with, was that whole area supposed to be to help?
No, that was just that property.
I know, but the area around it, not rezoned, but more for veterans type?
It's because it was on 7th Street.
Yeah, okay.
Are you talking about for the rezoning?
Yeah, I mean, no, I knew for the rezoning, but I thought that whole area was something to do with veterans or whatever to employ and house. I didn't know. That's what I was trying.
Okay, so Stripes
I don't remember
Global,
that. It's a long time ago.
The zoning, they have some sort of zone that they have to meet for, it was something with pay.
Yeah,
But no, not that whole area.
okay. Well, I would think that this,
It's,
my comment is this, what they want to do here would fit right into that
oh,
whole
yeah.
factor. Yeah, okay. That answers my question.
There's not currently a structure on this property,
No.
right? This is vacant.
Yeah.
And so what we're asking you to do is, request approval, to the commission for this rezoning, and then the very next item on your agenda will be that special use permit, that you've seen in the last.
To make it
yeah.
a two-family dwelling. Yep, okay. So these
Make
are-
a motion that we rezone it to a two-family, is that what we want to do?
To, R16 high density, single
Right.
family residential.
Yeah, single-family residential.
All right, we have a motion on the table to recommend approval as presented,
I'll second that.
and now it is seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Unanimous again. So as mentioned, this is a piggyback, 2024 -30 SUP 701 Potawatomi, and this is the special use permit to allow for a two-family dwelling. Do we have a staff report of anything of substance?
Nope, again, we reviewed all four, findings and did not find any, issues, and the applicant was compliant. And again, no, comments or inquiries from the public.
Okay. I will open it up to the commissioners for discussion, entertain the motion. I don't think we need to open a public hearing unless there's a,
You have to.
Yeah.
Yes.
oh, okay. So we'll open the public hearing. Is there anyone here that would like to speak on that? Hearing nothing, we'll close the public hearing. Now I'll return it to the commissioners for discussion or entertain a motion as your heart may desire.
Make a motion, we approve the special use permit for 701 Potawatomi.
A well-stated motion is on the table. Recommend as
I'll second it.
presented, and it's seconded. So let's vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Unanimous again. Look at
The
that.
way you said well stated.
You like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
That's gonna be in the minutes too.
Oh, yeah, good for you.
You get a gold star.
Bill,
for
yeah,
that.
you got a gold star.
I mean, it's the highest honor. All right, we've got number 6 here. This is 2024-32 REZ. This is for 711 Ottawa. And so this is rezoning from office business district to R16 high density, single family. We'll have the staff report, please.
So again, just like you just did with 701 Potawatomi, this is a two-fer, they're requesting a rezoning and then a subsequent special use permit for a two-family dwelling. To make things quick and easy, we again reviewed all of the requirements for zoning and, or for rezoning, and we did not find them to be out of compliance with any of those requirements, or they met them as needed. Staff recommends approval of the rezoning request, and again, did not receive any comments or inquiries from the public.
Great. All right, any initial comments or questions for the staff from the commission? Okay, we'll open the public hearing. If anybody, the Nutcracker wants to speak, no? All right, we'll close the public hearing. We'll now return it back to the commissioners to entertain a conversation or a motion. Well, whether it's well stated, we'll see.
I make a motion that we approve as stated.
All right, we have a motion to approve as, recommend approval as presented. We have a motion on the table?
Second.
Oh, in a second. Now let's vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None? All right, we'll move on. This is our final agenda item, 2024-33 SUP. This is for the same property at 711 in Ottawa, and this is to consider a special use permit for, to allow a two-family dwelling on this R16 zoning district. We'll have a staff report if there's anything of substance.
None of substance. Again, we reviewed the 4 factors, determined that there were no issues, and notifications mailed, staff received no comments or inquiries.
All right, that's great. Any questions from the commission of the staff? No? Damn, we're getting the rhythm down, aren't we? We'll open the public hearing.
Welcome to my tenure.
There you go. This is great. Julie never had this go.
Yeah.
I told Molly I'd have to call her to come pick me up. She just barely got home.
All right, hearing no comment, we will close the public hearing and I'll return it back to our commissioners for comment or entertain a motion, if your heart desires.
I make a motion that we recommend approval for 711 Ottawa for the special use permit.
All right, we have a motion to recommend approval for this property.
I'll second that.
And it is seconded. We'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. I do want to say though, I appreciate folks that are impacting our community in a positive way, that are looking at these vacant areas and trying to figure out not only what can we put there, but what does the community need, and going from there. And affordable housing is something that is in great need here. So I commend you for your efforts. Thank you for what you're doing for the community. I really appreciate that.
I have one question. Are these front and back duplexes, or are they,
Side to side.
Side by
A little
side.
offset from one another. yeah.
okay, thank you. I was trying to figure that out from the drawing on. Thank you.
Thank you. I have a picture I can show you too later when you adjourn.
All right. I'll entertain a motion to that effect.
And there is a meeting scheduled for January 6th.
There is a meeting for January 6th.
And Michelle, can you tell the public, if anybody's listening, when these applications will be before the commission?
January 14th, for first consideration, City Commission.
Thank you. Yes,
Okay.
that is something that we should.
January 6th, we were having another meeting, is that what you
For the
said?
planning commission, correct?
Yeah.
And January 14th for the city commission for these applications.
For what we just did. Yeah. Hopefully they pack a dinner. Be here for a while. They won't be as efficient as us.
No way.
I challenge them. I challenge you, Commissioner Wilson, do that. All right, I'll take a motion if anybody wants to be released.
I'll make a motion to be adjourned. Thank you.
Okay.
Why are you staring at me like that?
There's a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we are adjourned. I get to do this. Thank you all.
I thought it'd take